most enthusiasm that I guess I'll be getting out of you.
I mean, considering my game just ended, that's pretty good.
Hey, speak of the devil.
Dude,
All right,
literally
and
everything just
so
synced up there.
That's where we are in the update.
Yeah,
so everybody, go ahead and
yeah.
go ahead and roll initiative.
Okay.
What?
Oh
Right,
fuck,
we're-
Maddie won again. Can I burn lucky on initiative?
I'll allow it this one time.
Okay, thank you. Damn, 2v10. This is gonna be rough, huh, Synod?
Yeah, I have sneak attack on Rauggam, right? Because he was sleeping.
Yeah. At least he's not here to, actually have the player do it, and the DM can just auto kill them.
Okay,
Yeah.
bye.
Oh shit, Shelly. We didn't see you there.
Oh no! Look what you did.
Oh my god.
Oh, hi, Shelly.
I'm getting a beer. Give me a sec.
I have a beer.
So, where's my number? 623 needs a force. Is
Right.
walking across the floor to get a beer back.
Ultra mega speed. That's what that is.
Wow.
All right.
I checked my fridge, and out of nowhere, I only have 4 beers left. And I'm like, huh?
My God.
I just have one huge beer. It's all I need.
Unenjoyable, because then it gets warm. It's not good.
No, I finish it all in one go.
Okay, yeah, but it still gets warm, and then you've got that backdraft taste as well.
I haven't had any trouble with that. My apartment is freezing cold.
Ah, understandable. Have a nice day.
You know, there's blankets.
Don't start.
Well, not for my beer.
Not for my beer.
Actually, there's
That'd be so counterproductive, though.
They
Why would you want
they make,
for
they
your
make
beer?
insulated sleeves for beers.
Yeah, beer koozie.
Wait, also, your beer is your blanket.
A beer
My beer is in fact my blanket.
Koozie.
I just don't have enough money to buy hard liquor,
Cozy.
so
I mean, I can break out the bottle of whiskey if I'm done with,
Which was
I cannot do that.
It's some Canadian local thing.
Right. So, last session, planes got merged with another planeswalker. Athene got merged with another planeswalker. I should probably fix that.
And that was big bad for planes.
And and then he just decided to fuck
Dip.
off to Britannia. And meet up
Oh
with
right, he
the-
dipped.
Yeah.
Right, by planes.
Meet up with the rovers or gypsies or planeswalkers or whatever to find a solution for that.
Yeah, we agree that they are gypsies, right? The planeswalkers.
They basically become gypsies, yes. People don't really want them because of what happened in the past. So people tend to... And you are left with Vandira, who Athene brought back not 2
Oh,
days
yeah.
previously, that he said he's presumably going to play at some point, but we'll see. And Rauggam got a proposal of sorts from
I said, yeah, I accepted it.
a dwarf named. I didn't say one thing or the other. I just said you got a proposal of sorts from a follower of the Grey Lord, a dwarf named Greymane, who had salt and pepper hair, so it kind of worked. UD met with Flavius, who
Ah, yes,
was
Time Wizard Boy.
exploring the magical frontier of chronomancy. Themis made some potions. Was working on his hustle
Yep.
for the majority, and went to the Raven's Eye to investigate this whole Shadow Knight thing that Rauggam exposited to them inside of a mine shaft.
Sure.
Are you still salty about that?
No, you don't salt. Not salty enough. The dirt that is supposed to tell me where the diamonds are.
Yeah.
True.
Okay, we're not.
You should eat more.
Yeah, you should. You should.
Hey,
You gotta develop a palate first, and then you'll know.
Yeah. You know, your intestinal tract hasn't had enough of a tasting yet.
You don't know the difference between base salt and granite. You got a long way to go, girl.
Wait, basalt? Basalt. My guy.
Oh, really? Really? We're gonna do pronunciation when you don't even have a character voice? I don't want to hear it.
Ooh,
This is
I want the titty one.
True. I want the gun one. Because it
Of
reminds
course
me
you
of just
do.
fucking ending it all.
You don't
Oh,
want one. Pop
jeez.
pocket art.
I like the
What's the
glove. Why does nobody want the glove? You can't
The
lose
glove is
it.
pretty nice. That looks like a masturbation
It-
tool, though.
it
Like you could
doesn't-
fit, you
It
could
do.
fit like a which one call it? What do you call it?
A fleshlight.
A fleshlight in that.
Well, so much
And
the
then-
better. It's multi-purpose now. See, look at that. Think of the savings.
Just value added, right?
Value-added tax. It doesn't matter how drunk you get. You can't really drop your beer. It's like the chances are reduced by 50% because there's only one hole instead of two. I don't know why. Tits with the knitting though. That's
Definitely interesting, yes.
that's a contrast that I don't care for. Right. So we'll pick up in the early afternoon. After all of the previous aforementioned events, and you all woke up peaceably without any sort of interruption. Athens gone. Vandera seems a little bit out of her element, and none of you were really introduced to her, so you're giving her some space.
Hey, if it's just the core group, I'm gonna take a hit.
Alrighty.
Isn't it always?
Well, I mean, kiddos aren't around, so.
It's well, not
Right,
yet.
right.
It's somewhere probably between 10 and 11 a.m.
Okay.
What do?
What do? Had I rolled performance to sell shit that day or no? Let's see.
I don't believe you did, because we mentioned it last week, and you didn't do it the week before.
20. Screw your compendium.
You
Simon.
were looking up potions. You were researching potions, I think, most of yesterday.
I don't remember what I researched. I have to notes.
You did the potions in haste. Oh, the cloud.
No, that was the
The four
the
pack.
smoke bomb.
The 4-pack of smoke bombs. There you go.
The 4-pack. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, the 4-pack that Athens
That
presumably
Athens
took with
asked for
him.
and then dipped.
Yeah, that was most of your. You're welcome to roll one for today if you want to busk.
Let's see.
To busk.
How much gold am
I
I
will busk.
putting on?
I have
600?
busked.
Looks like it's 600.
I am a busker.
Not bad. Yeah, you know what? I haven't heard anything from the Raven's Eye at all.
Not yet.
All right, I guess I'll go out and sell some potions.
Okay.
Let's see how we do. 18.
Do you have your permit?
I've had my permit for quite a while. Thank you very much.
But,
That closeted inspector just...
but I thought it was a one-day
Keep-
permit.
What? No, I bought a permit for a couple gold. I'm not gonna spend gold on a one-day permit.
He certainly expired. It certainly expired like 3 days ago. If he did, I don't think he was gonna. Nobody was expecting to be here this long, but I don't even think they're gonna sell single.
Cough, cough, nudge, nudge.
Yeah, I don't even think they're gonna sell single day permits, and I don't think that's really a dwarven thing. They're a little bit more.
Given how they live so long.
Yeah, there you go. So we'll say it's like a week-long permit or something like that. For a small fee, you can extend it or whatever. It's not okay. So 18. You set up your shop, and it's for whatever reason it's just more above average bustling today, and you pull in a very respectable amount of orders. We'll say pushing up on 10, maybe 11. people for your day that you get you. Well, no, you didn't roll last time, did you? So you have plenty of orders and plenty of work to do. At some point during your day, probably in the late afternoon, early evening, you are approached by a gnome who approaches your stall, waits for the majority of other people to clear out of the area, and then identifies himself as a member of the Raven's Eye.
Greetings. Is the information I requested with you, or?
Yes, it is indeed. I have a small, call it a pamphlet here, information that you've requested. And in return, there is someone who is interested in your interest.
I see.
They have identified themselves as a
Influential?
Thank you, yes. An influential clan in the northern mountains. And we have offered, graciously of course, to broker a meeting between you two to discuss your interest in the Shadow Knights. I am here to receive an answer to that.
I see. Well, it all really comes down to what's in this pamphlet, but I can't imagine that I'd be uninterested in meeting whoever these influential dwarves.
Yes,
I take it?
Yes, they are. They are most certainly quite a brazen pack of gingers. They are very forceful. But if you're willing to meet, we will of course set up a time and location and return to you with that.
Yes, I do think that meeting with them might be in my interest, if only to get more information on the political situation in the north.
Of course. I'm not going to be moving that quickly, so I'll send a runner later on in the day.
Much obliged. Thank you for the information.
He
And I will tip him a silver. 'Cause,
Gratitude. He makes his
Gotta
exit
tip your runners, my dude.
quickly. Oh, this dude's definitely more of a power walker. He's not a young gnome at all. But yes, it's good to keep the messengers happy. Sure, they are the gatekeepers of sorts after all.
Indeed. Especially in such an organization.
Yes. He excuses himself quickly and quietly as another group take your wares to interest and strike up a conversation and place an order. Rauggam, what would you like to do today? We lost chili.
That coal, right?
Beg your pardon?
I still have the coal that I bought.
Oh, the
Yeah,
coal, yes.
coal?
You bought... I wrote it down.
A barrel.
You bought barrel. No, she bought more than one. She bought quite a few. Barrels of coal that you had put on hold until you gave instructions to do something else. 7 barrels at a later date that had been paid for. Yes.
Excellent. Excellent. And it's daytime, so it's no use now.
Well, you're underground.
Yeah, sure.
It's always lit. If that's your question, it's always well lit.
Fire in an underground cavern would probably be pretty
I
dangerous.
wonder how much air we're gonna get. Yeah.
But on the bright side, all the buildings are probably like built out of stone.
You know,
Yeah, so we probably won't burn much. But also, if the fire does catch, we'll suffocate ourselves along with the fire.
You get the sense that dwarves that have been living here for untold millennia have probably come up with something called a flue. It's probably not going to automatically smoke you out unless it's like a city-sized fire. But go ahead, Chili. What do you want to do?
Well, don't give Chili any ideas.
With 7 barrels, what could possibly go wrong? Don't be ridiculous. She's gonna stumble onto a black powder experimentation zone and just blow up the whole mountain.
Sounds like a plan. If it gets us out of here quicker, yeah.
Go ahead, Chili. What do you want to do?
What's up, Bar?
City map nearby. Like a town, like you are here kind of thing, or like
like an informational help desk with a kiosk.
Yeah, like at a mall? Yeah.
Is there a black powder experimentation zone this way sign somewhere?
Yeah, they totally advertise that. Yes, there are large tablets that are set up, mostly for visitors, so they're not very close together. There's not a lot of them, but yes, you can certainly find one. You generally know where dwarves would put these sorts of things. You can easily find a map. It's quite large. It's made out of vellum. It gives you pretty much just the city proper, not much of the outlying stuff where maybe some of the noble houses are, or some of the mine shafts would start, or anything like that. But you get a map of the city proper, yes.
urban language then.
It'll be primarily in Dwarven. There will be common in smaller font.
Oh, right.
Because, it's not as important as Dwarven. So.
I'm going to be gazing at said tablet, kind of muttering out loud, like I'm trying to read something. It just, because saying it out loud just makes it easier, I guess, for my brain to process. Just kind of ordeal. Kind of like when somebody mouths while they're reading.
Oh yeah. I feel you. I know that.
Yeah. That being said, where's my sheet? This, not that. Oh no. Why do I still have that sheet? Interesting. Oh, I still have that. Yeah. Wonderful. Is there? Find me a casino, or where I can play dice.
All right. So a gambling house then.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, sure. Yes, there are several places that will gladly take your money in exchange for nothing, really. Just take your money flat out. Yes, there are a couple of gambling houses. They're not strictly labeled as such. They're more like recreation halls or something like that. It's not. It's looking kind of like a gray area. They recognize it as a necessary evil kind of thing, so they're not going to advertise them per se. But yes, there are several. There's a small cluster in the heart of the city, and then there's 4, maybe 5 on the outer spokes of where the city layout.
I would like to go to the shadiest one.
All right. Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, I guess. You'll, going pretty much just off of names and locations, the one that's called the Hanged Man sounds pretty dubious to you. Maybe a little bit dangerous, even.
Careful.
Alright, so
I'm gonna put on my, pull up my cloak. I think I have one listed here. Yeah, I have one. Okay. And then kind of pull it up, kind of try and blend in a weird, shady way, I guess. And I'm just gonna be looking, not for the biggest table, but not for the, small, table. I'm gonna find...
Called medium.
Could be the... I was looking more for the VIP high-stakes tables. What...
Oh, no.
How are you going to get there? You... okay, alright. So...
I was gonna walk, but,
Right, yeah, nice. How are you going to get into the VIP high rollers? What sort of pedigree, what sort of letter, what sort of credit do you have established that's going to let them say, "Oh yes, sir, Mr. Rauggam, please right this way," and not you just look like
Sort of
standard.
lateral, basically.
What do you have to prove that you can afford to gamble high stakes? Because if VIP, it's not common by the very definition. So why would they let you in? What do you have
Well,
other than 7 barrels of coal?
I have a geode.
Oh my
You go.
goodness, you're adorable. What are you gonna do? Beam the guard over the head with it?
No, you valued it at 30 gold. I have a couple poisons.
That's not high stakes, though.
I'm working on it.
Okay,
I was
alright.
also gonna offer up services.
Mm.
You know, like, not why I look for the
Like
shadiest
dragon
one.
killing.
No, not this time.
Alright, you're gonna offer up services in
Not
exchange.
me, per se, it's someone in my party. Services.
What?
This will be interesting.
Be very careful offering Themis' services.
I'm trying to make a quick buck here. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. I don't want to flat out say no. Go ahead and I will let you roll a persuasion check with disadvantage.
I'm doing this mostly so we can get out of the city safely. So that's my main goal. Like in
Right.
exchange for either like a diversion or a high-end potion or some maid cleaning services.
All right. So you know that they know you're here. So you're trying to cover up the fact that you've left, presumably then.
Oh, I just didn't even say anything. I crawled out the window and I dipped. Yeah.
No, but there was a dead body in your bed. They know that you're here, so you're trying to cover up the fact that you're leaving?
Wait, there's a dead body? What?
There was. Come on, you remember this. You have to remember this. Don't do this to me, Chili. Please don't do this to me. Are you joking? Are you shitting me right now?
Because the last conversation we had, I was talking to the guy I made a deal with.
Right, what about 2
Wait,
weeks?
You
2
don't
weeks?
remember throwing the
weeks?
body down the fire chute and climbing out the fucking window?
Everybody else remembers this.
And then lying to everybody about it?
But that was like 2 sessions ago. That was
Right. But
2 days ago.
But they know that you're
Maybe.
but they know you were in this city. They sent you
Yeah,
that
and
as
I
a
would
warning
like
to not come back.
And I would like to leave the city without them knowing which direction
Okay,
we went.
that's what I was asking. So they already know you're in Zhufbar, so you just want to escape without them realizing it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you're going to go to a VIP gambling room.
I got it. It's high-end services. I've already, worked upon my little society. Like, I can't come across as needy. I gotta try and be independent a little bit.
I can respect that. I'm just putting this is I'm not following your train of reasoning, and I'm trying to do that. So you're going to a VIP room in order to secure some safe way of leaving, assumedly.
Yeah, away from
Okay.
the guards.
All right.
That's why I
So
went to the shady places, because they probably are like the guards.
all right. So in order to get past the bouncers into the VIP room, you have no collateral and no credit and no letter of pedigree or introduction or anything.
Do you want me to show my little tattoo thing? There's a little that.
You think the bouncer's going to be a member?
Well, members can see each other's without it being blindly indicated.
All right.
So
That's a
if
pretty
I
neat
have,
trick. I should steal that.
so if I have it like, I think I've set on my forearm or something, and if I'm wearing short sleeves, they would see it like on my forearm.
All right. Okay, so we'll just assume that you do that. Alright, so here's what I'll do. I will roll a 1d10. If it's a 1 or a 2, he's totally a member and we'll let you in. So you have a 20% chance to get in here that he's a member, and you can just slide on in, no problem. But if he's not a member, you're going to offer someone else's services in exchange for a line of credit that lets you gamble.
Did I just pay the bouncer and then offer the services in exchange for me getting out of the city?
Do you want to bribe the bouncer?
If it has to come to that.
All right. So let me roll the 1d10 real quick then. So 1 or 2, you get your wish. Holy shit!
Oh.
Alright.
Oh my god.
I'm rolling with advantage because I'm the DM. Hold on.
Oh, yeah. Roll it too.
Shit.
Roll it too.
Are you? I will quit. I will quit this game so hard. Shit. All right.
Max is just in, I guess.
Rauggam just gives a little flex of his bicep with the tattoo on it and gets let in with the most royal welcome, your lordship. Fucking really? This is bullshit.
No. See, relying on the rolls.
I should have just said no, like a man.
Yep.
Oh, fuck you! In your Holly hindsight mentality. Fuck you.
We've beat on Chili enough. We can give her a bone everyone.
Is she?
My actual vision is dog shit.
This is all I have. This is my one talent. Alright. Rauggam just scooches right in with no money to bet any sort of high stakes and no line of credit and nothing. So you enter in and it's very nice. It's you. If this gets the party moving forwards, I don't think anybody's actually going to complain. I'll just vent tomorrow. It's fine. It's totally fine. Let me just pluck out my gray hairs here. Hold on. So, you enter. It is obviously upper class. There are dwarves of varying ages and male and female. They're all dressed in more robes, more warm, layered robes. The women tend to have their hair done up a lot more intricately and expertly, and the men tend to have a wider variety of braids with metal clasps and jewelry in them. There's a lot of dwarven iconography on the walls. There's many strong dwarven portraits that have been carved, where it's like a dwarven face with a big beard that just sort of splays out like a triangle the lower it goes. There's a small balcony that you can overlook the rest of the gambling house with, and there are we'll say there are 4 tables right now that look like they have games. There are some other tables scattered around with drinks and food, and there are servants going around, and of course dealers and all that sort of stuff. There's a slight twinge of smoke as men and women are both smoking pipes. What would you like to do now you are here?
Well, for one, I'm gonna be disappointed if somebody's not immediately offering me a drink.
Alright. You take a few steps in, take a look, see, and there is a probably middle-aged, so maybe a couple 100-year-old dwarf. Ah, welcome, sir. May I get you a drink?
Absolutely. Give me your.
Chili realizing how much their best would cost.
I'll have what that man over there is having.
Oh, a gold mine. Of course, sir. Should I put this on tab?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Excellent. Now your chit.
What? Say that again.
Your
Your
chit.
identifier.
Your chit. Your mark. Your identifier.
Oh. Hmm. Where's
Man, it's really weird that I know this, huh?
Yeah.
No, not really. I know it.
You're a DM, though.
Yeah, there's not like a million and one gambling games on
I'm
apps.
gonna just look him dead in the eye. Cast Bane.
Wait,
Serious
what?
face. Cast Bane.
Your chit. Your
I don't have a mark like that. I'm the
the gate. The
Yes,
guard
sir.
at the gate didn't give you one.
Gee, the
Anyway.
bouncer's not gonna have a chip on him. Why would he?
Oh.
He's not supposed to be gambling. He's supposed to be watching the door to make sure the lowlights don't get in.
True.
Or, I mean, fellow dwarven, whatever the shit, whatever. Anyways, so he snaps to, yes, of course, sir. Casping House, understood. I'll draw up a tally for it at once, and goes off to start your tab and get your drink. So there are 4 tables. Looks like 2 of them have games that are currently in progress. The other 2 look like they're either winding down or looking to wind up. It's hard to tell from this distance. And then there are, and then those are pretty much in the center of the room, and around the edge of the room there are tables and drinks and small, not particularly heavy meals that are being served. There's a small bar, of course, as well.
Are there anybody with like tattoo sleeves or big burly, say furbolg mixes? I know it's the bigger dwarves, I guess you could say. Grotesque looking ones even.
Grotesque looking dwarfs.
Like, I mean, this is supposed to be the shadiest VIP bar. So I'm looking for one that would probably have the bodyguards around it, kind of thing.
You want a person that would have the bodyguards around him?
Yeah, like the big grotesque, like,
Alright.
yeah.
Alright. There's 2 that you can see. One is a actually somewhat svelte-looking dwarf. That's flanked by one bare-chested, pelt-wearing, mohawk-having fellow who's standing with his arms folded to the side of the table, and the other one is a slightly portly woman with some Martin Van Buren-style mutton chops and hair piled up quite high with a few strings of gold chain going across it.
Ooh.
She has 2 dwarven bodyguards standing in front of her table. Both of these figures are by themselves, but she has 2 dwarves standing in front of her. They are in half plate. Look like they're a little uncomfortable. They may have been there for a while. Maybe they just don't like standing. Whatever. They're a bit more armored. They have swords. They have a small buckler that's attached to their wrist. Not a proper shield, but a small round buckler.
I'm assuming by then I have a drink in my hand, and I'm just gonna
Yes.
walk right up without obviously pissing off the guards. I'm gonna approach.
Okay, I gave you 2 choices, babe.
Oh, sorry, the second option, number 2.
The woman. Okay.
Yeah.
So you go and approach the wealthy-looking dwarven woman who has a book or a journal or something in front of her. Doesn't immediately see you. until she hears the clink and clank of the dwarven bodyguards that close ranks as you approach.
Mhm.
Sorry, sir. The mistress does not want to be disturbed. You go about your business.
Ah. Sorry. I'm sorry. But of course, I had to see this beauty up close before I continue on my business, milady. As I bow.
Tip your fedora.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have the fedora. I'm wearing a. Yeah,
Okay, you had to see this beauty before you.
yes, I had to, and she's. I can respect someone who is just thoroughly invested in her hobbies. Whether or not this is the place to do so, but I just had to give her my utmost respect. Rauggam Casbane, at your service.
Right, sir. Well, now that you've done so, you are invited to leave the general. Caskbane? Did I just hear the word Caskbane uttered?
Oh, of course. The one and only.
This is. Okay. Right. Step aside, you two. Your meat bags. Let me see. Right. Rauggam Caskbane.
It is I. It's the goofiest, weird smile I can give, just lights up the room.
What in the name of Vulcan are you doing here?
I was just passing through, and
Passing through, indeed.
we were passing through, and
We?
Oh no.
I made some friends along the way. We were passing through and came up on what you might call a hiccup, and I planned to leave, but it seems that there's a hound on my fox trail, and I'm concerned for the rest of my party, so here I am trying to see what I can do since I kind of put them in that situation, trying to get them out of here without falling from my consequences, I guess you could say. Doing the manly thing I should be doing.
Right. Well, you skipped over quite a bit of stuff there.
That tends to happen
So
when
first,
you've gone through so much.
right. So first and foremost, have a seat.
Thank you. If I may be so kind.
Right. You might be so kind as to do what I say. Yes, right. That's fine. Thing one and thing two, make a wall. So, Rauggam Caskbane, you have got some brass balls on you.
Well, I got into some situations where it was do or die, as my father would say, and with the axe in one hand, or
Aha. Well, when it came down to do or die, he certainly did the latter, didn't he?
And he'll definitely drink both.
Right, so you've got friends, and you've still got problems then. And you're trying to keep your friends from suffering from your problems.
Right, because I need them I need their assistance a little bit later, and now it's not the time to call in said, I guess you can call favors for them. Because once they help me out, I gotta obviously return said favors, or go about their problems and issues. We just happen to be in this area, so they're helping me out right now. Kind of like a win-win trade-off, if you might say.
So you're here to ask a favor of me then, not of them.
Well, since they are an extension of me in this situation, I can say it straight.
Yeah, no, I'm not listening with a straight face. I can tell you that much.
I'm just sitting here wondering if this lady's an enemy or a friend at this point.
Yeah, I'm in a moment right now. Like, I'm just kind of like watching this unfold.
I'm simply just looking to pass through. See, the guards are very, they're getting suspicious because somebody decided to put a body in my room.
I beg your
Oh.
pardon.
Yeah.
Really? Really? I'm sorry, I'm interrupting. But it took you like 3 whole sessions to let us know. And you meet this lady in the street, and you're no, sorry, in a shady gambling
casino.
hall. And just she's so hot that your dick is thinking. Okay.
Disadvantage, but your modifier is +1.
Exactly.
Why are you
Which means
rolling
on
intelligence?
average, you're
You're
smarter than the
have
average
above
person.
average intelligence.
Yeah. What the fuck? Listen, sir.
Anyway,
I'm
sorry.
guys.
A plunge would be the accurate description of what you're doing. But
Taking a dive is an accurate description of what you're doing right now.
off the side of a fucking cliff.
Yep. Into not water, but rock.
Oh, that's lucky. I thought he was about to DM up a terrace there.
Yes, yeah, minor details. I didn't do it. I mean that I give that with the word of my mother, or on my mother's deathbed.
Brave.
As I let us.
Your mother did not have a deathbed, but okay.
Yeah, I know she.
She
No.
had a death floor, maybe.
She had a death,
Maybe a death chair.
a death valley.
It was more like a valley.
Yeah.
As I kind of look a little weepy-eyed for that moment,
Nice.
Second. But I am being truthful. I mean just to pass through, and I'm hoping we can do that undetected.
Wait, you've mentioned
'Cause
that.
Because I don't really exactly have the time to just sit here and await trial, even though I know my team and I are innocent. Wasn't us. We just don't have the time. We're kind of in a time-sensitive situation.
Who are we? Right, and where exactly are you going again?
Well, here and there. Everywhere. Places
Don't
to
tell her.
be.
My notes should. Oh no, come back.
Oh no, she's looking.
Do a Control F and find the word.
I didn't. No, I don't remember which app I saved it under. No.
Well, then maybe that's just the world telling you to bullshit your way through
Oh.
this
Oh,
conversation.
yeah.
Here we go. Here it is. Mountain cities. Because we. No, that was not it, was it? Oh, go away. Stop it. Is it this? Oh, nope, it's not that one. What is rolling?
Don't go COVID on us, eh?
Can't find it because you told I have Marquez, I have Dal Turum, and Calderum.
Those are the north and south cities. Markarth is the middle one.
Yes. And I believe we have to go through them first before we can get to, I can't pronounce this word. Awesome. Words are hard.
Well,
Okay. let's just get this conversation over.
Steinhard's excited for one very specific reason.
The next northeastern city, I believe it is, which is...
You have to get through Daltorum to get to Markarth, and then Kuldarol is in the north. You want to get to Markarth.
Yes, Markarth. Yes, that one, Markarth.
Oh, you're going back to your home city, are you?
Called a rescue mission.
Right, you can call it a triumphant return, but you're still going back to your home city then. Right? Have you got a dragon's head with you?
It's actually why we have to go to Markarth first. I'm sorry.
Are you good? Like,
No.
I beg your pardon. You're giving me a bit of a fright, Rauggam.
Well, first and foremost, I never caught your name. Since you do know me as Rauggam.
That's actually fine right now with me, because I don't know if I want to be seen helping you.
You can watch the triumphantness at afar for all I care.
Well, if you don't have a dragon's head, it's not going to be triumphant at all, is it?
Well, there is one in the process, in that general direction. My sources have actually given me insight, hence we are going this way with my party. With a wide variety of skills and traits that are gonna help me come together, work as a team.
By the holy hammer, you're going back up there without a dragon's head into the very same people that kicked you out and that probably want you dead.
Yeah.
And you just came in here wielding the Caskbane name like a crazy cretin.
Yeah. And I'll take that.
Whew.
And I'll even give her a wink at that. You got it, nail on the head.
Alright then.
All I need is me and my team to pass through. That's all I ask. I do have a couple things I can offer, maybe if it's not me, but I have one particular fellow that is quite remarkable at her stealth and sleight of hand abilities. I also have another fellow that is actually daily practicing and making fantastic potions that actually have brought me back from death itself.
Yeah, that's not entirely wrong. I think I'll give you my help because I want you and your half-baked idiotic schemes out to the city.
Hey, I don't want to be here much longer than I have to be.
Alright, no, we agree on that. That's fine. I'd probably secure you train tickets on the Pride of Uri. That usually leaves around this time. It's every few days. I can get you those. In exchange, you'll have to transport something for me and drop it off at the archaeology site that's on the way.
Sounds like an easy plan. I believe one of my friends has a bag that carries many and multiple things.
Yes, dear, most bags do that. So, that's fine. Right, I hesitate to ask, where exactly are you staying?
The Iron Heart.
Right. I will look into these tickets and the item to be transported. And we will, from now on, interact with someone in between the two of us, and we will never meet again. Alright?
I can agree to those on one condition. Even just a nickname you have. This This conversation is gonna be embedded in my memory, and I'd like to
Wow.
savor the moment.
Aren't you fiancéed?
Oops.
You're talking about it like you're coring provinces. What the fuck's that on?
I mean, yeah, maybe.
She's still a woman.
She's still a woman. Yeah, she's definitely a woman. Well, you don't know that. You don't know what's between her legs. Alright, so... Right, you may call me Madam Blacklock.
Madam Black. The name is just as beauty and graceful as your appearance there. Thank you for this lovely conversation.
Oh, that's really just fine then.
You're really good at making people awkward.
This is not awkward. She's like slightly scared right now and just trying to get you away from her with your half-baked idiotic schemes. So she promptly waves you away and
Very well. Enjoy your journal writing, as it appears to be.
she does not look up.
I know.
What's your
Make sure,
Go ahead.
make sure thing 1 and thing 2 get a protein shake.
You alright, that's fine. Where is it? Oh, your passive perception is 12. You can roll perception check if you'd like. Or you can just take the 12, whichever you want.
Perception.
Yes.
It'll be a 14 because I have a stone.
Ooh, nice. So, we will use that roll in a minute, but for now, there is a ping that happens in your mind as you are walking away with your little zingers back at thing 1 and thing 2. And you hear, Rauggam Kaskbin, we have secured your fiancée Jana Coppercheek. She is safely under the protections of the Grey Lord. All other plans are proceeding apace. We should meet to discuss a timetable soon. And you know from experience you can reply to that message in 25 words or less. If you want.
I'll just wait for I'll just leave it at that. I'll just kind of raise my mug like I'm finishing it, just how much do I owe the guy?
55 gold.
Alright. Fine.
What?
The drink was called the Gold Mine. What did you think was going to happen?
I had a feeling, but 55 gold. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
If you need to pay that, he needs to liquidate some assets first.
Liquidate some assets. That's one way of wording it. So you are walking. So do you leave or do you stick around or what do you do? You're not invited back to her table.
No,
So-
nah, I know that. I'll go ahead and leave. I'll tip the bartender an extra gold piece, and I'll salute Mr. Mohawk. I'll just kind of give a half salute. Because I'm probably at this point I have a little bit of tipsy drunkenness in my system.
Sure.
Yeah, just enough to that good feeling vibes.
Sure.
Yeah.
He gives you a little squint, but otherwise he doesn't really react.
Like I said, it's just kind of a half salute, and half salute, yeah, look, and just kind of mosey on out.
Okay. You mosey on out. You mosey on out and head back, or head out into the streets and begin walking. A few moments later, you hear another ping in your mind.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
I should get a secretary for this.
Shadow Knight on lockdown. Primary coordinator has been captured. All operations suspended until further notice.
I probably should have expected that. So.
You know, you really should have, Chili.
I mean,
Perhaps Greymane should have used words instead of just picking up Gianna in the middle of the night. But he didn't. So,
okay, I'm
that's
gonna
what you hear.
respond. That one I'm gonna have to respond to.
Okay.
Yeah,
Go for
I'm
it.
gonna have to.
25 words or less.
Yeah. Let me think here. Trying to find the proper words in here.
Mm-hmm.
False alarm, situation under control. Proceed as normal. Per RC.
Per RC. Alright, you send off the message. I will work up a reply momentarily. So, because this... yeah, it's just what it's gonna be. So, I'm gonna go back to Themis because Cyanide and I have come up with a synchrony to happen here.
Yeah, I'm heading back to the Iron Heart, you know.
Right.
For like lunch, dinner, whatever it is. Go ahead, Themis.
So, you have a meeting with the Firebeards, who you meet in a neutral location picked up by the Raven's Eye. It's all standard boilerplate stuff. There's two of them. One is seated at a desk. They both have a fiery beard. That's quite the ginger color. And they seem a little bit I'm sorry. I'm going to reverse that. It's not what we discussed. You are given a message to report to a gambling house of sorts named the Hanged Man. And because Rauggam got a 14, at some point in your discussions, you see Themis being ushered into a back room as you are leaving. Now, entering the back room, you see there are two of the fiery bearded gingery folk there. They seem a little bit surprised at your appearance, but they settle down to business quick enough. Right.
Damn it, good noon, gentlemen. How can I help you today? And I'll take a seat without being asked.
They side-eye each other. Right. You've made some inquiries regarding this secretive organization that's apparently operating in this city.
I'm sure I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, that's not what the broker has told us, so they've either got the wrong person and are massively incompetent, or you're bullshitting us for no particular reason.
Well, that remains to be seen.
No, because I don't believe the Raven's Eye is that incompetent.
Well, then maybe I'm bullshitting you for a reason.
Right.
Let's hear what you want to...
Cares.
What you want from me.
I'd like you to be honest and forthright, first of all. But let's work on that. Those are dwarven traits. So,
Right.
as representatives of the Firebeard clan, we're always looking for sorts of ways to secure our position, as it were. And these Shadow Knights, I don't know what I'm doing with my voice. Right, and these Shadow Knights are a bit of a threat to that. And if you're interested, we're interested in you. And presumably you don't want to join them because you're a part of the Raven's Eye. So we'd like you to do a little bit of the opposite to joining them. Mainly hindering them.
Well, that's all well and good, but to be honest, I don't really see the benefit. It seems like quite a bit of a hassle, and I have my own matters to attend to, you understand?
Oh, right. Oh, of course. That's completely understandable. So, yeah, did a wee bit of digging into the Raven's Eye, and being broke because of information, we already know your name's Themis Malorian. And we've got something that you want.
Do tell.
Oh, I can do a wee bit better than that. I can show you. And he takes out a small amulet and lays it to his left, and traces some runes above it. And apparating is clearly an illusion of your grimoire. It's tattered and singed and looks like it's been burned around the edges a little bit. But as far as you can tell from this wavering purplish... Okay, what is the sleight of hand for?
No, you can finish.
Is a
I'm not doing anything, well...
magenta colored illusion of your book.
So the sleight of hand is I'm gonna reach under my cloak and fiddle with some reagents that I keep in a pouch and create a perfectly harmless...
What?
Perfectly harmless, but ominously glowing flask. Just kind of stuff some shit in there and make something that looks suspiciously dangerous. And just kind of pull it out of the cloak.
This is really stretching the limits of believability.
Is it?
The idea that you know exactly which ones to gather without looking at them.
Come on. 200 years of working with alchemical ingredients and
Oh,
shit.
yeah. In your meticulously labeled box of chemical reagents.
This looks like the kind of guy to keep meticulously labeled boxes, eh? Is that the personality he's given off?
Not really, no.
Right.
So,
feeding his allies just random potions that may or may not have the effects required.
Alright, I'll tell you what I'll do. We're gonna roll a 1d10.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Oh, yes.
Another one of these?
Oh, yes.
Let's not choose the two numbers though.
Sure. Like I give a shit. Go ahead. Choose the two numbers, boy.
A 20. You're only giving me a 20% chance.
I know what I'm doing. I know
I
what
had a
I'm doing.
20% chance.
Yeah, you were bluffing your way into a fucking bar or a high-end fucking gambling hall.
I'm getting
This
us
is
out of here,
different.
though.
Or rather, the high end of a low end gambling hall.
That, yes.
I like
Alright, so I'll let
With
you
the
pick.
20 in sleight of hand,
Yeah,
you're gonna
that's.
make me.
This is so that they don't notice. This has nothing to do with you presumably
Oh,
making eye contact and talking with them and not looking at the reagents that you're pulling out. and sort of kind of hope. What do you got, Braille? How are you going to know which one is which? the neck of the bottle? Just be like, oh, no, this one has a small, long neck. And this one has a wide beaker-type neck.
I'm.
Okay, Kermit.
This is a bluff. You understand?
I understand that. We're going to determine exactly how much of a bluff this is or is not.
See.
I will give you 3 numbers.
All right.
As opposed to
Oh,
Chili's
nuh-uh.
2. Yep.
No.
Yep.
Just because you like guys more.
Yeah, that's what it is.
1, 5, and 9.
He did get a 20. And these are his tools. He's experienced with them. Okay, 1, 5, and 9. Okay. Oh my god.
Yes! Things are going my way.
Bad ones out of the way now so that you kill us in combat, huh?
Merciful maneuver. Okay. You deftly, and without even thinking, on instinct, without any effort whatsoever, mix in the perfect amount of chemicals and reagents to create an ominously glowing potion. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay, whatever. I don't even know. I don't even like this game. I'm gonna go play League. Alright, so you do it, and you... Okay, so you have the potion. It's a little bit of fizzing, but it's definitely glowing. You can feel the warmth from the chemical reaction. What would you like to do with it?
Just gonna hold it in my hands, kind of look at it, and be very, very serious all of a sudden. And just be like, now where did you get that? And there's kind of a dangerous look in Themis' eyes right now.
You'd have to roll for intimidation, I think.
Well, that depends on how badly they want to get, on how much they feel inclined to give them that information, really. They stiffen a little bit as you change turns, even. Your tone turns.
Yeah, the hair turns red. I'll give it that.
Okay. Yes. I can't forget about the mood ring.
Yeah. Fucking love the mood ring, man.
We acquired it through arrangement. Give me a moment here. It was in a cache that we discovered when we raided a dissenting sort of group of people. Some might call them a cult. And they had quite a few magical artifacts. This was one of them, and I'm sure you're aware. It was very obvious who it belonged to. You've made no secret with the names of you and your kin written down. How serendipitous.
Hey. Just gonna play with the potion a little bit. Well, I guess I'd best hear you out, though. Then. But know that if you're holding this as a prize or leverage, I'm gonna need some concrete proof more than just an illusion of a singed book.
You're talking about a page out of it, aren't you?
Something of the sort. I have hit upon a snag in my current research, and recovering a certain recipe from this potion, from this grimoire, would greatly help in my endeavors. So much so that I might be inclined to help you with whatever it is you need me to do.
It's gonna require more than a maybe. from a wibbly wobbly rainbow haired elf. But I can certainly show you an illusion of the page. What number?
Should be on 193, I believe. Or, perhaps 194. No, 193 is the correct page.
He reaches into his belt pouch and pulls out a stone that's been carved into the shape of an ear. Right, turn it to 193. The illusion wavers. And before it resolves, he speaks into it again. Just the top half. And you see lines, and you see the top half of the recipe for whatever's on page 193. It's incomplete because he deliberately cut it off. Is this right?
So lean in. Most curious. I never would have thought they would have stored it on the mundane plane, but their motives are strange, after all. Anyway, yes, it is, in fact, the recipe I was looking for.
Great.
And if you can offer it to me, then I would consider it a down payment on this task that you seem to require of me. With the grimoire in line for when I complete it, of course.
Right, of course. So, you get the page. In return, you do everything you can to ensure that Rauggam Caskbane does not return to power.
Short of killing him. I'm afraid that would be a conflict of interest. Killing him, letting him die, when I could prevent it.
Killing him can be achieved in different ways. A man on the ground could at least give us positions. And killing him now is going to look damn suspicious.
Well, I won't aid you in killing him or putting him in a position where he could be killed when I could prevent it. That is unfortunate for you, but I've already agreed to another favor, as it were.
You're complicating this.
I don't really have to help you at all. I'm quite confident in my ability to track down my grimoire, but this makes things easy. So, I win, you win. Rauggam Caskbane doesn't make it to Daltaru.
He traces another series of symbols over the amulet, and the face of Rauggam Caskbane appears. This is what he looks like. We know he's in this city. You'd be so kind as to find him out and do your hindering.
I see. And did you have anything particular in mind, or did you plan on contacting me as the opportunity arises?
Right. You're going to be a man on the ground, involved in the context and the nuance of the situations. You'll have a lot of free reign, but we will, of course, occasionally check in and give you specific tasks, perhaps even collaboration with another agent.
An agent, not another agent. I don't work for you. I work for myself. We're just business partners, as it were.
And as business partners, we're of course going to apply another agent to make sure that this task that requires 2 sentience is accomplished.
Wonderful.
Great.
Well,
So you'll be happy to work with an agent at some point. Fantastic. So, you get the page, you hinder Rauggam. If successful, you'll get the rest of your grimoire.
that's perfectly acceptable to me.
He rubs his bushy beard. Right, transcribe page 193 in its entirety and send it to Breen. He puts the ear-shaped stone in his belt pouch, recovers his amulet.
Themis will look over at them and give them a wink and then down the completely harmless glowing potion.
You're not exactly helping your case with that.
Well, it seems to me we've come to an agreement.
Are
you saying you're reneging on that agreement?
No, I'm saying that bluff did not help. But he extends his right hand. The deal is a deal.
Quite so. And I'll slap his hand and give it a good shake.
Done. We'll be in contact within the next 2 days.
I look forward to it. And where can I recover my page?
He looks over at his companion. Has it sent yet? His companion checks a rather small, it's almost like it would fit like only just a pocket knife. He flips open the pouch, takes out a rolled piece of parchment, unrolls it, and shows it to you.
Thank you, Brain. And I'll stick out a hand.
He rolls it back up and then hands it over to you.
Pleasure doing business with you, gentlemen. Gamut noon. And I'll just stand up, brush off my cloak, and walk out.
Alright. You excuse yourself. They silently watch you leave. So concludes your meeting with the Firebeard clan. So, Chili, do you want to do anything about having seen Themis on your way out?
Not a damn thing.
Okay.
I
Failure.
expected a little bit more upset.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Yeah, that would have been nice. Oh well. Failure. You've been very patient. What would you like to do today?
Well, today I would like to. This is basically right after the guy leaves, right?
Who? Which one? Oh. Yes.
Flavian.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. That can be.
Okay,
right
so
left.
the stuff that I said I memorized from his page, I'd like to copy over to my spellbook. I can't remember if I already did that, and then just start working on a bit of research on that.
Okay.
And if I don't have the funds, instead, I would like to just go to the scriptorium and work, I guess. One or the other, depending on how far I think I'll get.
All right. So writing down a magical equation with the inks and.
Oh right, yeah, I
On
need
the
the
page
inks. So
and
I'd
all
like
that.
to go and purchase the inks.
Well, if you just want to scribble it down as like a note that will not allow you to actually use it as a spell, I will allow that.
Yeah, I want to basically just jot it down so I remember it, and then can actually try and decipher it properly later.
Okay. All right. So you'll I'll let you record them in standard ink on standard paper until
Just
you can
for memory.
transfer them to your spell book, since there's a component to that.
How much would it cost to actually put it in the spell book?
That was 60 or 70% of a whole page.
So that's going to be an expensive thing, huh?
It's not going to be cheap.
Okay, never mind. I want to go look to score then.
Okay. Go to scriptorium. Yes.
No.
No.
I'm looking to pick up drugs.
Oh, that kind of score.
Yes.
Oh, right, yes, okay. So,
You should
this...
totally talk to Themis about making you drugs. He's down.
I could.
Themis is just a do-it-all character, jeez.
Themis, just anything about making any kind of substance is kind of up his alley. He likes that shit. He's kind of
But
obsessed
first, you've
with
got to,
everything.
get something to see what it is, right? Like, you can't just make this out of nowhere.
Let me rephrase. Themis will try drugs with you.
Okay, yeah. Cool.
Right, okay. So, this is a foreign city for you.
Yep.
And I'm gonna go way out on a limb here and say you don't exactly have a lot of experience with drugs in the past.
Probably not. No, not this character.
Alright. So... give me an... Yeah, I'll do an investigation check, see if you can spot out anything that would tip you off to the...
Investigation, you say?
Yay. I did say that. Damn. Alright. You start off kind of lost. It's a big city. You're well aware of dwarves and their stuff. You've passed by the Himalayas. You know, you've seen dwarves before. It's not the entire thing, but this is a foreign city and a foreign continent even.
Hey, being lost is, just part of youth life.
Yes. It's probably a little bit over an hour that you spend wandering about and retracing steps and moving around. You don't speak Dwarven, do you? You do,
I'm pretty sure I do.
Alright.
Here, let me just put my languages in chat.
Well, I know you DM'd them to me, but whatever. Okay, there you go.
Yeah, but I also don't remember what languages.
Okay, so you know Dwarvish.
How do you have 7 languages?
Because I'm really strong with int.
It's local.
And also my backgrounds give me some stuff.
So, luckily, because you understand Dwarvish, you're able to not get hopelessly lost or anything. But
yeah, it'd be really bad if I didn't understand Dwarvish, dealing with
and just started
Dwarven.
walking around in the city
Yeah.
like, oh, hello, good friend.
I would like to buy drugs, please.
Yeah. I would like to inject 3 whole marijuanas. So, anyways.
Is that a weed?
Yeah. What's a
He
marijuana
said
tablet?
His pen. Actually, fuck it. Yeah, I'll take a hit for that. It's like I'll drink to that, but with weed.
And you hit a bit of an epiphany as you are walking. Dwarves are pretty insular, pretty tight-knit, pretty generally upstanding group of citizenry, so you're probably not going to find them just peddling on the street. You do manage to find a couple of less than substandard looking shops as you go past and get further to the outer area, the outer ring of the city. But they're either too wary of this smiling, strange-looking foreigner, or you just or you somehow botch it or make a gaffe or a faux pas or something, until you come across this smaller, slightly run-down shop. It's very well worn. It looks like it's got some lichen and various mold growing on it. Like it just hasn't been maintained as well as all the other buildings that you've seen in your travels, and you kind of on a whim you just decide to check in and see, because it's so whatever, it's got its own charm and its own intrigue. You go in and you manage to talk with a somewhat sickly looking dwarf, but you eventually, using a few colloquialisms and pretending like you're more dwarven than you actually are, managed to score a look into his stash, and you want the.
I'm looking for a violet
Magicians?
lotus.
You
Yeah,
Okay.
2 of them.
Okay. Yes. So, what is it? 1d10 plus 4. Okay. Roll 1d10.
Let's see how much it costs.
22 gold.
I'll take it.
Oh, okay.
Bringing me down to 21 gold. Yikes. I just spent so much money on drugs.
And you now have access to 2 doses of the Apprentice's Magician. Which is exactly the way that I posted it to you 2 days ago.
Yep. Cool. How much time would you say I have left during the day?
Well, it was an hour of wandering. At least another hour to get back. 30 minutes. That's 2.5 hours. So it's 2:30ish. By the time you get back, probably.
Would I have time to work a shift at the scriptorium?
It's pretty much it's New York City. Never sleeps.
All right, let's go.
Okay. You can go there, and you're stuck with a different set of mercantile laws to copy this time on pamphlets to hand out to local shops to remind them of what the rules are and to let them know of upcoming changes that may be happening within the next couple of centuries regarding these laws. That sort of stuff. It's not great work, but it needs to be done.
Yeah, of course.
And it's for the betterment of Dwarven society, and you know Dwarvish, so all the stars align.
Yep.
And you're gonna do a full 8.
Yes.
You're gonna do 6.
Please.
Okay, all right, do 8. So you'll make 65 gold.
Okay, that's a lot of money.
This is a particular government funded situation, and it is 8 hours of tedious work. It's only 8 gold per hour. It's not that much.
How much would you say is gold compared to USD?
Oh, don't do this to me, failure.
I'm just curious.
the same ratio of leprechauns to unicorns. Whatever.
Okay, so 3 to 2.
Yeah, sure.
Or sorry, 3.1415, etc. to whatever Euler's constant is.
Please get into fractions of a cent. I'm so interested. All right. We'll circle around back to Chile.
Hi.
So Rauggam, goes back to the Iron Hearth. Yes? Yes. Okay. You have a early dinner, late lunch, whatever you want to call it. Later on in the evening, you receive a runner who identifies himself as being sent from Lady Blacklock. And she hands you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tickets for the train Pride of Ural. Ural. That's the name of the train. There's only one line, by the way. That goes up to Daltarum with a few stops for coal and water on the way. The train is a purely dwarven invention and is not a secret per se, but it's just very dwarven, and they don't see a need for anyone else to have this technology, so it's quite the rarity. The tickets that you have are for coach. If you would like to pay extra, you can have them upgraded to first class. there, but when you get there, you'll have to specify if you want a sleeper car for 5 companions. But you have 5 tickets from Zhufbar to Daltarum delivered to you, and it's a little bit.
What was the pride of what?
Pride of Ural, URAL, kind of like the mountains. It's as well as a lacquered. Well, excuse me, not lacquered. Well, yeah, as well as a lacquered, dark grain box that's about as tall as your forearm, about that same size, and a little bit thicker than that. It has a locked latch on it, and on the top there is a rolled piece of vellum that, when opened, says "Deliver to." Oh, what was it? Deliver to Zia at Vloxen Excavations.
Vloxen
Vloxen Excavations. And it goes into a little bit of detail and tells you that it's the 3rd or 4th stop that the train makes. There's literally nothing else there. So it's not like you're going to miss it as long as you get the 3rd stop that they make. And he's not the head. He's 1 or 2 steps down from the head of those excavations. But that is your favor in exchange for the tickets.
Oh, it's easy enough.
You think so, huh? All right. Have fun with that.
It'll be fine. Don't worry. I'll get a nat 20. It'll be fine.
Oh, okay. Excuse me.
Relying on the dice rolls like Striffy.
Yeah, you see how well that worked out for me tonight, didn't you? You don't rely on the dice rolls. They're bullshit.
Yeah, just control the dice rolls.
Yeah,
I just liked how I downed the fucking potion. Ugh. Fuck it.
So until my
I should probably make you roll a Constitution save or something for that.
I mean, it counts as 1 potion.
It doesn't. I know, but it's just a concoction of things that maybe are not supposed to go together. How many potions? How many potions do you have that glow?
I could probably make alchemist fire, which glows.
What about bioluminescence?
I just think that maybe your stomach's a little bubbly and gurgly. I'm not gonna.
I'm sure I could find an herb that.
I'm not gonna.
helps with that.
Oh, that would have been hilarious. Themis just downs the potion and then con saves to shit his pants.
Yeah.
Until my companions return, I'm gonna play darts. How's that?
Ooh.
Wow, actually
Sure.
waiting for us to do something? Who are you?
Also, keep Yudi out of gambling halls. I thought about that when I was when Rauggam was walking into the gambling hall. I was like, holy shit, Yudi would be broken at fucking gambling.
Yep.
Alright, so Yudi will probably be the last one to get there. I imagine Themis will return shortly to begin brewing his potions that he has orders for.
Yep. We'll have to talk about the hoops that I'm gonna have to jump through to create the potion on the page that I received.
Yeah, well, I got some ideas in the tube for that. We'll, it's not a simple potion. It is your potion, and you're familiar with it. Doesn't seem like it was tampered with or just transcribed honestly. But this is quite the potent potion, the potent potable even. So this is going to take some stuff. If you want, you can try and acquire some of the stuff before you leave. I don't think you're going to be leaving in this session, but if you do, I'll let you retcon it so that got
Yeah.
some stuff. But anyways, so we will pick up with everyone having a beer, having a late dinner, or whatever, seated.
Yuri doesn't drink.
That's
Sparkling
ridiculous.
juice.
Okay, great, thanks.
Sparkling juice.
It's always good to have a wet blanket, you know?
Aren't most drinks in that period alcoholic anyway?
Yes, it's Daryl.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
there's
harder to find water.
there's a spell purify food and drink. You can just cast that on any sort of fresh water that you need.
I don't have it yet though.
Okay, but the people who work for the government who provide you with potable water would probably have it. So anyways, you can have whatever you want to drink. I really don't care. The point is that you're all together and you can talk about your day and what you're going to do. I don't really care about what you're imbibing. I really care about communication and role playing, and figuring out what the shit is going on here, so we don't spend yet another session in Zhufbar.
Themis is absently picking at his food while making notes and reading through a page that he's laid out next to his notebook.
So what exactly is your group? Who leads it? What do you do?
Themis will look up. Well, I don't lead it. And then he'll go back to his notes.
Okay, but what do you do?
From what I understood, we went on an errand or my companions before meeting me, went on an errand for some wizard who then got teleported off to indentured servitude.
Yeah.
There you go. Fuck, that was a struggle to get out. Yes, and then,
Guess you shouldn't have taken that potion, huh?
I'll drink to that. And then I believe Talia, the one who actually asked me to help these folks, got involved with some kind of heretical cult of some sort. I didn't really get the details, to be honest. I wasn't very interested. And now we're helping the dwarf reclaim a throne? Or of some kind?
Ah.
So I would say that we are the group for.
You all should totally come up with a group name while Plains is not here. Oh my god!
Yeah.
Oh my gods! Continue.
Oh, sorry, I just got a random premonition of a voice from far beyond.
Yeah.
Please, as you were saying?
Yes, I've dealt with diviners before. I've heard it
No,
all.
I think it's my sending stone acting up, if I'm being completely honest.
Oh, you have a sending stone.
I do now, yes.
I may have to borrow it at some point.
I will not
Quite a
part
few
with it kindly.
contacts. Oh, well, that's a shame. I'll have to purchase one myself then. Yes, well, I guess you could say we're a group dedicated to the personal fulfillment of its members' quests.
Ah,
We don't really have a goal other than that. It seems as
so
if
a random party of sorts.
party.
Chili, you're there, by the way.
A directionless party, yeah.
Well, I
Perhaps
get
not directionless.
I'm only here because of a favor I owed. And fortunately, it seems that absolving myself of said favor will be more difficult than anticipated. But, can't complain. It's not like I was, doing anything else.
That's the most involved you're gonna get.
So,
I'm in
and
charge.
Yudi will take a small look around, like,
I'm in charge of keeping you alive and in good health. And that is about the extent of my duties. Anything else is random desires, you could say.
are we still on to fight a dragon or something? What's happening with that?
Oh.
And I'll look over at the dwarf.
Yeah. But I've got our tickets out of here. With
Oh.
a big cheesy grin. And it's literally, haha, a pun, tickets.
Oh.
Tickets out of here,
Uh-huh.
and we're leaving Zhufbar for...
We're gonna continue going to Maldives. I wrote it down this time. Where'd it go? Deltarum. We're gonna be riding the Pride of Ural. I got these tickets. All we have to do is make a quick stop at the
Wait.
Wolfson excavation.
Riding the what now?
The train. The Pride of Ural.
What exactly is a train?
It's powered by coal.
Yes, that doesn't answer my question, dear.
It's I guess a machine to an extent. It does work for us. Transports us.
What's a machine?
Okay.
Chili.
Yes, I've seen many of the machinations of the dwarves, but
It's you know the horses, right? That we've ridden before, or you've seen that carry luggage and stuff.
yes,
It's
of
a big
course.
metal one, and it's not alive.
Okay, you don't need to speak
Like
to
a
me. I'm
golem,
an
or
How does it function? Where does it? How does it?
on fuel,
Mhm.
and a person steers it, kind of like you would a horse. Just like I said, this one's made of metal and does not breathe per se.
Similar to the mine carts in the
Yes.
mines to the south.
Yes.
Interesting. And larger?
Yes.
Capable of transporting multiple people.
Yes.
And it's all on rails.
Yes.
wait, okay, out of character. I'm trying to find a way to, as Yudi, ask a question that would force Rauggam into explaining what a steam-powered vehicle is.
You really want to go there?
Yeah, I really do.
You gotta find a way to have him do. Yeah, that's a tricky way to get him to do that.
Oh well.
Keep in mind my intelligence levels.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much his Chili doesn't know how to explain this and how much she's actually in character. I cannot figure out which one is which.
Oh, you magnificent charmer, you.
I'm just as charming as Rauggam was before, so I don't want to hear it.
I think he took lessons from Rauggam. Anyway,
Interesting.
here's our ticket out of here.
And it goes all the way to Deltarum, you say?
There's a couple stops, because some people need to stop, say, sooner than Deltarum.
Oh yes, well that's wonderful. I have a client whose estate I plan to visit, and I should deliver some potions to him. But and this is safe. What will we do with the horses, out of curiosity?
We can
Sell them?
Lord.
Because the train we'll be heading in, honestly, the horses probably are not made for said terrain.
Well, I wasn't terribly attached to them anyway.
Oh, okay.
And you're sure this is safe? Themis looks a little traumatized.
Nothing to worry about.
His hair is turning like a bluish white. He's got a little bit of a wild look in his eye.
Fine. This is. There's literally no work to it. You just get on and get off at your destination. Like I said.
Yes, I've heard that all before. But there are no big dips, hills.
Is it a roller coaster?
Dives off a seemingly unfathomable cliff.
You have no faith in the dwarves and their.
Oh no! That died about a 50 to more. Oh, good lord! It's been 100 years already.
Well, times have changed,
Yes.
old man.
Woo!
Who are you calling old man?
Me,
You're not
Rauggam.
much. You're not much younger than me, are you? You
Well.
certainly look older.
Hmm.
By your own standard.
Yudi will just look at his weasel and be like, okay.
By your own people's standards. Old man. You're older than I am. I'm quite in the prime of my life, I will have you know.
There's only in his considered if it was to human scale, it was in his 20s.
Same.
I think I put myself as 75 years old or something like that.
What?
Mm,
75 years
I'm
old?
pretty
No
sure
way.
there were 3 digits there. I'm pretty sure.
Let me find
Yeah,
it.
133 years old is what I wrote down.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. I was like, he's in the 130s.
75. Yeah, okay. You're not even
How
an
long do
adult
the
yet.
dwarves live? 300 years?
At least.
Please, yeah. No, 5. Closer to 5 as opposed. Whatever. Either way, I have a ticket out of here. I'm sure it says on the Shriffy. Does it
About
say-
350 years.
Anyway, Shriffy, does it say on the tickets that, in 2 days' time or whatever, when the train actually departs?
Alright, well, alright. So is there anything else that you all want to do before I
Before
answer
we
that
do
question?
train arc?
Before you do a train.
Well, I gotta fill
Right.
out my orders.
So tomorrow, maybe in the afternoon or evening or something like that. Unless anybody else has anything else that you want to do here.
I'm gonna tell Flavius that we're gonna relocate.
Right. That'll take you 5 seconds. You got a sending stone.
Yep, cool, yep.
You gotta sell the horses.
So I want to take my coal, and I'm gonna use it as part of a. Could I use it as a fuel exchange on the train? Since it will be powered by coal.
What?
How many barrels of coal do you have?
What do you mean fuel exchange? You got the tickets for free.
I know.
What are you exchanging the coal for?
Money
Maybe
and
a
clothes.
class upgrade.
A class upgrade for 7 barrels of coal.
That's a lot of fuel. That's enough fuel to get there.
That's no these
No, it's not.
no these
Yeah, it is.
but
Have you
these
seen how much coal is in a train?
They
these-
shovel it into the engine, yeah.
You specifically said that these barrels could fit under your arm, and you think that 7 of those is gonna get
I did
you.
not say that.
I wrote that down. You said it. It's canon.
I have 8 hogs heads. Of
Yeah.
Coal.
Yep.
Hogs heads.
Such a weird measurement.
How and did you? Okay.
And yet it's the right one.
Thank you. That's exactly what I'm saying here. A large cask. It's just. I am so right. It's painful. It's just what it is.
I'm doing my job then. Anyway. Yeah,
You
I gotta
could
make sure
maybe
that's all
fit a hog's head under a dwarven arm. Probably not a human arm.
I gotta make sure that's loaded up, ready to go.
A tierce would probably be better. anyways, a rumblet would be perfect. But okay, so you want to load that up on the train and try and finagle a higher.
No, I'll just put it on the train. I just want to make sure it gets loaded up.
Okay, all right. That'll be fine. Okay. All right. So the tickets are for tomorrow then. Tomorrow in the early evening. Say like 5 o'clock.
All right.
Is when they'll leave, and according to research, it's a 36-hour train ride.
There you go.
So it's actually the perfect time. You do 24 to 24, and you'll get there 5, maybe 6 in the morning. Probably be a little bit later than that, though. Trains are never on time.
Herder. This isn't Japan yet.
Yeah. There's no TGV.
Eh mon dieu, le TGV c'est vraiment de la merde, eh?
Ah! Non? Pourquoi?
Au Paris, vraiment?
It's
in 3 different sections. The metro they have there is set up and screwed.
Well, okay, it's not as good as the Japanese Chuo Shinkansen, but
It's not even as good as the American or fucking Canadian ones.
It can't be better. It can't be worse than the American ones. There's no way.
Is the American one split into 3 different systems?
For subways only? Because, like...
Subways are only in the city. We don't have those across the country. Like, if you want to
are you talking like Eurorail?
No.
There's a couple that go across states, but not across the entire country.
There's multiple changes. It's maybe equal to whatever. Anyways, it doesn't matter. So this, yeah. As much as I'd love to go down that rabbit hole. All right. So yes, you have tickets, and it's leaving at 5 p.m. It will probably be a little bit over 36 hours. So,
what are we doing on a train?
Well, we'll figure that out when we get there, I suppose.
Top kick.
Because I've got some ideas.
Ooh.
You know. But until then, you are here planning out your stuff. So there will, at some point in this evening, Rauggam will get a visitor who will ask to speak with him in private. Just need you to go off to your room or something or whatever. Just a moment. Jarl, did you voluntarily tell the cult of the Grey Lord that where Gianna was so that she could be taken? Because she got ambushed, and then apparently we got a message from you saying that it was fine and proceed as normal. We just sort of need to confirm that was actually you and not something else, because
So here's the thing.
this is very unusual. So
Yes, right. So, you see, she was in danger. Not by them.
right, agreed,
By Firebeards, right?
agreed.
So I made a deal. They would offer her protection from them because Firebeards, and in exchange, we do not investigate their beliefs. We basically allow them to live in peace.
So perhaps
They're not the main problem right now. We could probably negotiate it later.
Sir,
The main issue at hand, the Firebeards.
sir, that could you please? What? Jarl, could you please not go making deals with cults who are heretics following a mote of a god. Not even a real god.
Mind your tone and your words.
I'm trying to be as polite as possible, sir. You're making it very difficult when you permit these sorts of things. They're very unprecedented and very against the established understanding.
Should I return to the ultimate goal here, the main goal we have in mind, to maintain said peace, to stop this from happening again, we gotta have an open understanding, be willing to take risks here and there. And this is one with more, Gianna's life versus, stopping temporary investigations.
He just starts, like, pulling at his beard a little bit, like he's combing it, but you see, like, little hairballs are starting to come off of it as he just starts going, Lawrence, they are so untrustworthy, and they are absolutely heretical, and they are not to be given over assets like your fiancé, who's a prime.
They are protecting her. She is safe. That's all that matters right now.
So please reconsider and have them return her to us at once. The Shadow Knights will do our damned best to get her to a safe location. We can take her down to Zhufbar, and that'll be fine. And she can go on holiday. It'll be great.
You were supposed to do that before. You guys.
She refused to leave. She's the head of the thing. We can't just kidnap our own leader, sir. You've got to. You've made this very hard.
Yeah, I'm gonna intimidation and like. Oh God, that's right.
He's so conflicted. Holy shit! A 19. Okay, yeah, you bear down on him and he shuts up.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Cause mind who he's talking to.
All right, you are Rauggam Cascabane. This is all according to your plan. We will
It is a temporary
work with you, of course.
Need you to maintain your composure. Work with me on this, because like I said, open to negotiations. As right now, her safety should be your main priority. Considering you guys have yet failed on that aspect.
Ooh, shit. I was not aware that we had failed to do that. I will communicate this to the rest of the networks immediately, if you'll excuse me. And he'll scurry off, unless you want to do anything else.
Unless he wants to keep arguing, I'll just throw him out the window.
Man, what is it with you and window?
What is it with you and defenestrating yourself and other people? I don't understand.
Maybe my character has an affiliation for Windows. I don't know.
Maybe.
You're climbing out a window again?
No.
Well,
She's trying to throw someone else out a window.
yeah, no. This is there's no voluntary.
You know I can kill him, right?
I have things that can kill you in my pocket.
Oh
I've
shit.
got things that can kill you in my
That's
mind.
not the point. If you're throwing someone out a window, that could kill them.
You threw someone into a fireplace that killed them. By the way, they were already dead, but the sentiment's very similar.
You could have killed Yudi, but you didn't.
What?
Yes,
Why would
in
I
a spar.
Or the time where he just force-fed him potions and experimented on him. That could have gone wrong.
Essentially cocaine.
Liquid
Mild
cocaine.
addictive
I'm
effect.
about to show you some real fucking cocaine.
No, that's amphetamines. Completely different.
Yeah. This is speed
Yes,
versus...
completely different.
Definitely doesn't burn out brain cells. No, sir.
+2 int, and lets me rememorize. Oof. Hot. duration of, what is that, 3 hours?
Yep, it is.
Yeah. Until you find out the potion I'm trying to make. You're gonna cry.
Man, I
Right.
really wish you would just die, huh? That'll be interesting at 9th level. We'll see how that goes.
You're gonna cry. You're just gonna be very upset.
No, he
Especially when you find out that you were the inspiration for it.
he didn't mean wish as in espere. He meant wish as in capital W 9th level spell wish. It's not you don't understand
Come back
that.
at me when you have access to a 9th level spell.
Oh shit.
That's in, what, 11 levels? Yeah, sure.
Well, you're not level 9, but whatever. So, Rauggam goes off, takes care of...
17, you get,
Oh, you're right, it's not level 20. You're right, yeah. So, Rauggam goes off and takes care of
Doesn't
that.
casting wish makes
1
you
in 3
have
chance
to
you can
roll?
never cast it again,
I got rid of that, though.
Oh, right, yeah, I remembered, you rebuilt
Cast
it.
wish?
Yeah, I took
No, you rebuilt it.
I took away that, because it's basically, you can only use it to copy another spell. If you do it for anything else, there's a, whatever it is, 1 in 3 chance, I think, that you can't ever cast Wish again. But I took that away, because by the time you're level 17, you should be an experienced player in D&D. And you should, well, and if you're not, and if you decide to be stupid and be like, I want 50 million gold right now.
He's gonna crush me under the weight of it, yeah.
And yeah, you might get crushed under the weight of it, or you might get it and then, like, your entire country is bankrupt. Or the god of good fortune and favor was gonna come down and be like, what the fuck did you just do?
Oh, destabilize the global economy by removing mutton from a world trade.
Yeah. Okay, so first of all, as the god of fortune and money, I'm going to put it all back, and then you're going to suffer like Prometheus and have your guts ripped out by an eagle every day.
Oh no!
For the rest of eternity. Like, don't you dare fucking come into my house and take my money. I have arranged things perfectly over the millennium. I don't need you coming in here and wishing for 50 million gold, you sack of shit. I've got socks that are older than you. Yeah, I watched your ancestors crawl out of the ocean on their bellies. Don't you dare come for me.
What do you mean evolution is a thing in a world?
Yeah. Wait, what? This opens up a whole nother diagram here. I got a whole nother chart that you need to look at.
Just use wish for fucking stat increases.
Maybe.
I could.
Maybe.
You can.
I
looked it up.
I have very
I was
specific
looking up that
things I want to do with the wish spell, so let's not worry about it until we get there.
Yeah, you can do pretty much anything you want with wish now, but there's a very high chance the DM's going to turn it into a monkey's paw of sorts, and you might not like the results. So, that's been recorded, so I don't want to hear about it when you all reach level 17. Like, oh, I didn't know. So, this evening, Raugham's had his little conversation with some little other dwarven minion that came in and then scurried out later. Any other conversation, roleplay, because it's almost 1 o'clock. Anything else you want to get out of the way now? Otherwise, we'll pick up in the morning.
Rauggam will, sorry, not Rauggam, fuck. Judy will look like about to fall asleep, and then suddenly, oh no, we almost forgot. Oh, this would have been terrible, and then, like, run outside.
Okay.
Yeah.
Themis is just gonna sigh.
Yeah.
Diviners. And then go back to scribbling in his notebook.
Why can't... why is my thing broken?
Alright, is this something that you're doing that I need to know about?
I'll message you about it later. It doesn't need to be done in session. Yeah.
That's fine with me.
Coolio.
Alright.
I just want to, like, set aside the time so that it looks like my character actually had the time to do this stuff, you know? So it's not just like, oh, and magically this happened. So, yeah.
Sure. That's Alright, so you'll all will return to your beds, and you'll all get probably uninterrupted sleep, rather.
Yay.
And we will pick up next week in the morning with travel plans arranged. Finally.
And leave a reminder for
Remains
myself.
to be seen whether or not we leave Zhufbar.
Yeah. Suddenly, everything needs to be double checked and rechecked and insight everything and investigate everything.
Wait, that chair I was sitting on, can I history check that?
Yeah. Sure. He cast legend lore.
Ooh,
And see how
I'm
magical
I'm getting it
and
next
deeply.
up.
Yeah. Smart.
Big brain moves.
Verily.
Roll port.
I'm actually going to just pick up every divination spell. Because it's so cheap to pick up divination spells for me, and they don't cost they're not as expensive as they should be.
They're half price, yeah.
No, spell slots are not as expensive as they should be.
Yes, that is also true.
Yes.
Rather than just the recording and shit, whatever that is.
I'm hoping for the 4th level spell Locate Creature, because I'm going to use that on my party members when I lose them.
Ooh. Yeah, as long as they're within whatever it is, 1,000 feet.
Yup. Legend, Telepath, Bond,
Seeing how many times y'all just went off and did your own thing, that's sensible enough.
Yup.
Divination.
Are you gonna play a game of League, or what are we doing?
Well, I quit early because I thought that you were going to go to sleep. If you're not going to sleep, then,
Oh, well, fuck.
then we're going to keep playing. No, I'm kidding. Oh, it's only 50 GP, but it's only 25 for illusion, for whatever your school is. I thought it was 150, but now it's 50 and 25. Okay.
Okay, good, because I was nervous there.
Yeah, so it'll still be 50 for the chronomancy ones, but 25 for the rest. Okay. Yeah, sure. I can do a game.
Oh, that's enough. You
I
want
kind of want to shoot some zombies.
Just one game. One.
I'll be
Fine.